Hello, family. These are your morning thoughts for Monday, April 22nd, 2013. This morning, I want to talk a little bit about people and how we treat the people in our lives because I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes it can be so easy to see a flaw in somebody or have a bad experience with somebody. And then write them off and then just be done and I don't want to do with you anymore, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But what if God did us like that? If we're believers, we believe that God loved us so much that he knew we were going to be born and he knew we were going to sin. He knew we were going to do things that were not pleasing in his sight. He knew we were going to do things that made us his enemies. And yet, even before we were even thought about by our parents, even before we were conceived, conceived in our mother's wombs, God had loved us so much back then that he gave his only begotten son that our trifling behinds could come to ourselves one day and find salvation. And then you look at the New Testament where we're commanded to love the Lord our God with all our hearts, mind, soul, and strength, and love our neighbors as ourselves. And sometimes we don't do that, even down to this whole notion of if someone's not making you better, then you don't need to have them around you. For a long time, I agreed with that. Up until recently, I agreed with that. I was like, man, if somebody in your life is not making you better, I just forget about them. But I disagree with that now. I think that we have to check our motives for having people in our lives, because not everybody in your life is meant to give to you. Not everybody in your life is meant to sow into your life. Not everybody in your life is meant to build you up and to exhort you and all these things that we find ourselves seeking from people. But sometimes people are in your life because they're in a jacked up place and they need somebody to love them enough to bear with them, to be their friend, to be a consistent part of their lives until they get to where they're going. Because if we'll tell the truth, somebody bore with us, somebody stood by our side, somebody had our back when by all logical means they could have dipped. They could have walked away and said, you know what, you trifling and I'm out. And I'm the kind of person where as God checks me, I try to share it. And so I've had to go and reconcile some relationships. I've had to go and mend some fences. I've had to do some things because I was looking for all this stuff from people when in reality I was in their lives so that they could have somebody in their life and they could have somebody by their side during some hard time. Because it's so easy to judge people for things that we ain't struggling with. But the minute we begin to struggle with something, the minute we begin to have to wrestle with that thing and have to face that thing, then all of a sudden, I can deal with somebody now. No. We have to be compassionate. We have to literally show the love of Christ to other people, and we're not showing the love of Christ to other people by throwing them away just because they're a little tough to put up with, And so, man, just be encouraged. If you're out there, and you have a big heart, nothing wrong with that. Now don't be a doormat. Don't allow people to run you raggedy, because at the end of the day, if you allow people to run you raggedy and there's nothing left for you to give, you understand what I'm saying? If there's nothing left for you to give, then you have nothing to help you. Because sometimes you have to encourage yourself, but if you have nothing left to encourage yourself with, then you kind of up a creek and you can't help anybody. So just be encouraged, man, to love on people. Love people. Okay? And love people for who they are. Love people for what they are. And then pray for them if you feel like they need to change. Alright? It's been real. Feel free to hit me up if you want some other topic discussed. But I think that I'm going to stay on this topic for a while, simply because it's so vital. It's so important that we really learn how to truly love people. Not just in word, but in deed. Take care of Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. Not MySpace, because I don't have MySpace anymore. But yeah, anybody who sees this, man, just be encouraged to have an amazing day.